Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
Leaders of the Pacific discuss Greenland and what it means for the Northern Marianas and Guam.
Also tonight, nominees are named for CNMI judges of the Superior and Supreme Court.
And the governor has much to bring up during the upcoming 902 talks in Washington, D.C.
In sports, as the football teams vie for the Super Bowl title, CNMI champions spell their way through their competition.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Say howdy to the new Buffalo Ranch sauce with its tangy creaminess and its creamy tanginess. It's your chicken's perfect partner, only at McDonald's.
When family comes to visit, send them to family. Mariana's Trekking, Saipan's original adventure crew, trusted by locals for 25 years. We'll keep them busy. Go-karts, ATVs, buggies, even grotto snorkeling. You? Well, you get your living room back. Or better yet, you can come too. Mariana's Trekking, 25 years, local, trusted, family. Send your family to family. We'll take it from here.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on February 9 from our studio on Capitol Hill.
Greenland, a self-governing territory of Denmark, is back in international headlines as President Donald Trump repeatedly suggests the United States needs the Arctic island. From Washington, the talk is about national security, sea lanes, rare earth minerals, and global competition. For those living in U.S. territories, that language sounds familiar. Our Chris Nelson has more.
A recent panel hosted by Right to Democracy brought together leaders from all 5 U.S. territories to discuss what Greenlanders should know about a potential U.S. territorial relationship. The histories are strikingly similar. Puerto Rico and Guam were acquired after the Spanish-American War. The Virgin Islands were purchased from Denmark in 1917. American Samoa ceded sovereignty through deeds of cession. Robert Underwood describes Guam's early relationship with Washington.
It allowed for an elected legislature and some rights, but there was always a great deal of federal oversight over Guam, not only through the influence of the military, but structurally through the appointment of the president and also a court system in which the federal courts actually took care of most cases, initially all felonies and any civil case over $5,000.
The Northern Mariana Islands were colonized by Spain, sold to Germany, taken by Japan, then captured by the United States in 1944, later negotiating a covenant for political union. But federal authority remains.
So we do have a constitution in place. We do have our covenant in place. And that's why we feel very special and unique. However, in the recent years, And, you can just look at our history of asserting our rights with the federal government and how unilateral actions have taken place from immigration. So our immigration rights were taken away in 2009.
Panelists say in every territory, Congress retains plenary power, ultimate authority over governance. Recent events have reinforced that. Puerto Rico's finances are controlled by a congressional oversight board. American Samoans are classified as U.S. nationals, not full citizens. Deep-sea mining decisions in the Pacific have moved forward despite local opposition, and military buildup continues.
If the Chinese were really to attack Guam over a conflict over Taiwan, the U.S. forces would be unable to defend Guam and hit back. So they have to build other bases. So that's why they're going to Tinian in the Northern Marianas. That's why they're going to Palau. That's why they're going to Yap.
Meanwhile, Greenland elects its own parliament, controls its mineral resources, and can hold a referendum on independence. That level of self-determination stands in sharp contrast to the structure of U.S. territorial governance.
Many of us who feel deeply rooted here, who love our home so much, refuse to accept that we just hand over our rights and roll over and let the U.S. federal government do whatever they want with the oceans around us that we live so closely to, that we are so connected to.
As global powers debate Greenland's future, U.S. territories offer a clear reminder. When strategy drives the conversation, local voices can easily become secondary. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
Governor David Apatang updates the community on discussions for the nation's capital regarding challenges the CNMI faces.
Right now, actually, we know our economic situation is not looking good. So hopefully we can get some feedback from on my next trip to DC. So that's very important for all of us here in the Commonwealth. And like I said, I'll be talking about the 902 issues and 702 funding issues and other agreement from the military. So I wanted to meet with the Secretary of War, Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary of State, and hopefully I'll get an opportunity to meet with the President. So we're working very hard, trying to get an economic situation back to where we're supposed to be. Same thing as the tourism industry, that's very important for all of us.
There's a lot of things going on in the CNMI. If you were to meet the president, what is like the number one thing you would ask of him?
Well, I'm going to tell him that we need help. We are part of the U.S., so they need to take a look at us, not only half step, but Commonwealth should be a priority. We are first line in defense also. We're closer to China than anybody else, so they need to take a look at us here and help us out.
The judicial system is undergoing a change in command with the resignation of an associate justice who retires his colors after 17 years in the NMI judiciary. 3 judicial nominations are set by Governor David Apatang and Lieutenant Governor Dennis Mendiola this morning in the governor's conference room. The nominations follow the resignation of Supreme Court Justice Perry Enos effective on February 6.
So on behalf of the Lieutenant Governor and myself, I have submitted a letter to the Senate nominating Presiding Judge Naroja to move up to Justice, Associate Justice of the CNMI, Supreme Court, and nominating Judge Camacho to replace him as a presiding judge. And I'm nominating J.P. San Nicolas from the beautiful island of Tinian to replace Judge Camacho.
Supreme Court Chief Justice Alexandro Castro.
I stand ready. The judiciary stands ready to work with our governor and our legislature in these nominations, and also to make sure that our democratic form of government is alive and well in the CNMI. in spite of the trying times that we are now going through.
Superior Court Presiding Judge Roberto Naraha is nominated to move up to the Supreme Court as an Associate Justice.
With an 8-year term in the judiciary as a Associate Justice appointee, Governor, that will make me the third longest sitting CNMI jurist, added to my 24 years at the Superior Court. I would do my very best for the betterment of our community. The people deserve no less.
If confirmed, Judge Joseph Camacho will serve a 6-year term as presiding judge of the Superior Court.
If anybody that knows me on the bench, I'm a very big fan of efficiency, right? And hopeful to build on that, in particular to the technology. For example, to have technology clerks in the courtroom. One of the things that touches upon having a presiding judge nominated quickly, Governor. The presiding judge personally has to sign those child support payments. So it might not mean much for maybe some people, a delay of 1 week or 1 month or however long this confirmation happens. But for a single parent that's waiting for that child support check, that means a lot to them. So having a quick nomination and a quick confirmation makes a whole world difference to them.
Former Attorney General of the Commonwealth and former Mayor of Tinian, J.P. San Nicolas, will be the very first Associate Judge from the island of Tinian if confirmed.
I am the son of Ramon Rosario Sablan, of Saipan, and Pedro Pangilinan San Nicolas, of Tinian, with family throughout Guam and in Rhoda. I was raised in Tinian, shaped by a small community where hard work and respect for others are part of everyday life. I come from humble beginnings, and the values I learned growing up in Tinian and throughout the Commonwealth, treating every person with dignity, listening carefully, and earning trust through conduct have guided my life and my public service. If confirmed, those values will guide me on the bench, always alongside my duty to apply the law fairly and impartially.
The nominations were sent to the Senate for consideration on Friday, February 6.
We thank each of you for answering the call to serve. Your wisdom, courage, and clarity as you carry these responsibilities, we thank you for that. Again, Nakuluna Sizusmasi for accepting this role. Thank you and congratulations, gentlemen.
Coming up, accuracy over speed. Public information officers fill us in.
And the flowers may be pretty, but it's said to do more harm than good. An invasive tree gets the cut.
This year, Docomo Pacific didn't slow down, we stepped up. We increased internet download speeds twice and upload speeds once for every customer automatically at no extra cost. We opened a new call center in Saipan, creating over 30 local jobs because we believe in the CNMI and the strength of our people. We launched digital cable TV in Tinian, bringing affordable entertainment built for the community. We completed major network investments, including a new monopole in Rhoda and one in Saipan at Capitol Hill, delivering stronger, faster, and more reliable connections. We hardened our network to stay connected during storms and power outages. This is Tomorrow's Islands Today. Docomo Pacific. Faster connections, more value, built for the CNMI.
This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now, and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan. Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is calling on Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has the perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out the off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for NMI residents, after your ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch, because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
I love Marianne's coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Welcome back. You are watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
A local man reportedly violates probation terms and is back in Superior Court.
33-year-old Ronald Ely Jr. appeared in front of Judge Kenneth Govendo in Superior Court this morning. Ely is charged with burglary and theft. The victim tells police that on Saturday, January 17, 2026, a backpack, a few hand tools, a used car battery, and assorted 925 sterling silver fashion jewelry worth $10,000 were taken from the victim's vehicle parked at a Capitol Hill residence. The victim provided surveillance footage of the incident to DPS. Police say Ely's identification was confirmed through a family member who noticed the video on social media. Today in court, Ely entered a plea of not guilty. Bail is set at $5,000 and a status conference is scheduled for March 12.
Because of the immediacy of the internet and the smoke signals it often sends, it may feel as if we, your news sources, are not always immediately filling you in. There can be reasons for that. Saipan's public information officers explain. The process of reporting the news is not always easy. There needs to be a symbiotic relationship between those who report the news and those whose job it is to protect and serve. Last week, a group of the island's public information officers meet the press to explore why and how some information is released and then some is withheld. Victoria De Leon Guerrero, Public Information Officer for the Department of Corrections.
You know, with DOC, we're really trying to ensure that the messaging that we focus on for our department is really about rehabilitation initiatives and progress. Commissioner Torres is very tech savvy and with his use with social media, so for him, it's also a matter of getting the information out to the reporters as quickly as possible once it's verified and accurate. Mind you, with DOC, we're always dealing with sensitive information, right? We house federal inmates, we house ICE inmates, we house local, we house juveniles, right? So there's a whole, it's already within the realm of very, very sensitive information that we have to navigate through very carefully.
Fred Sato, Public Information, Department of Public Safety.
So there's certain aspects of criminal side that we tend to hold off. Not that we don't want to share, but we just don't want to hamper an ongoing investigation. But transparency is crucial. I know everyone wants to know details. That is something that we are not privy to share because out of respect for victims as well, depending on the incident that is going on or occurring, those are informations we withhold.
Sometimes it can seem to the public that information regarding some criminal investigations have been leaked by DPS or the Department of Corrections.
There is confusion that some in the general public think that we disclose information that's being released by the media, not understanding that what goes through the courts becomes public information.
But we are asked to be patient. The information, they say, will come out when the time is right.
You know, we're a small community, and because we're a small community, it means that there are relationships that we have to be very mindful. And it has nothing to do with, oh, this is my aunt, this is my uncle. No, it's a matter of being mindful of, is this going to affect the case? Yeah. Is this going to affect the victim? Is this accurate information? Is this, because we don't want to cause mayhem and we're having to deal with the repercussions of it because the information's not accurate, or we're having to hear from community members, why was this, like, why does it say DOC said this, or DPS said this, or fire said this, when really this is not what happened? I was taught accuracy versus speed.
Even though they may be pretty to look at, the orange flowering tree is said to be an issue in Hawaii and other Pacific regions. A program in the Marianas is looking to nip it before it becomes overbearing.
An invasive species of tree is getting the cut in the Marianas. The team at Pacific Coastal Research and Planning bring all their tools out for the invasive tree removal program.
We have a grant to remove African tulip trees, or Spathidea trees. They're these tropical large trees that are native to the Congo rainforest in Central Africa, but they were planted all over tropical regions of the globe because they're a really beautiful tree, right?
Like the flame tree, the African tulip tree is not native to the Marianas. Catherine Atalig says the reason the African tulip tree is considered invasive is the rapid pace of spread through seeds picked up by wind and quick growth rate.
They really quickly overtake our native trees, so they push out the trees that are really important to our ecosystem here. And on top of it, the tree has a natural insecticidal component to it, so it actually kills our native pollinators, so insects and things like that.
Aside from their program to remove African tulip trees, Atalig says PCRP also has an Adopt a Tree program.
We do completely free forestry services for the community, so anyone can just go to our website or call our office, so it's just pacificcrp.org. And you can just fill out our quick application to either remove an African tulip tree if you have one on your property or your farm, or you can also apply for free trees and we'll come and plant native, fruiting, flowering shade trees for free completely.
Coming up in sports, it's the Super Spelling Bowl. It's a tale of two cities, Saipan. Stay tuned.
This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. Exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan. Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton, Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license and we will even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam. Because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
At Mariana's Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
But I think of you sometime. Want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! The youth of the NMI dominate the courts of Guam to qualify for their next competition. Fiji, here we come.
The NMI Tennis National Junior Team wrap up the North Pacific Regional Championships with 14 qualifiers for the Pacific Oceania Junior Championships. The NPRC was held at the Guam National Tennis Center in Harmon. In the singles matches, for U12 girls, Fiona Yu takes first, Eileen Kim takes third, and Harper Loken takes fourth place. For the U12 boys, Isaiah Ariola Mook takes first, and Tim Watson takes third place. For the U14 girls, Stella Choi takes second behind Faith Pereira from Guam. Selena Chi takes fourth place. For the U14 boys, Daniel Kang defeats Guam's Rafael Villafor to take first place, Matt Zhu takes third, and Cody Park takes fourth place. For the U16 girls, Ann Lee beats Rachel San Agustin from Guam to take first, while Vivian Chung takes third place. For the U16 boys, Ryan Choi wins the title against Guam's Tejeran De Vera. In the doubles matches, Scarlett Loken and Selena Chi take first in U14 girls, while Stella Choi and Ann Lee also take first for U16 girls. For U14 boys, Daniel Kang and Matt Zhu take first, while Cody Park and Seung-woo Lee take second. Ryan Choi paired with FSM's Prince Skilling takes second for U16 boys. 14 qualifiers from the national team will represent the NMI at the POJC scheduled to be held in Fiji in April this year.
To paraphrase Charles Dickens, today on Saipan it is a tale of two cities. It is the age of wisdom. It is also the age of foolishness. Today, even before the morning school bell would have rung, on Saipan during an American holiday, the city is divided into camps. In one camp, a celebration of wisdom, a national spelling bee, pitting champions from all of the CNMI's middle and elementary schools. And on the other, an age of folly. Bars are filled with revelers, glasses filled with super bowls of beer, rejoicing simply in the opportunity of being together. At the Multipurpose Center in Susupe, there is a princess at the gate.
We are doing the CNMI statewide spelling bee.
And what is this? It's a national holiday, isn't it?
The Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
So this is the Super Bowl of spelling.
Yeah, I guess.
PSS Commissioner Lawrence Camacho.
While today's two Super Bowl teams are playing and those players are champions in their minds, making it to the Super Bowl, and then out of that they'll be world champions, We know that these folks are the champions here we have in the CNMI. They're champions out of their schools, and no matter what the outcome and the results of their performance is going to be today, they would have achieved to become champions in our minds, right?
The B asks each competitor to spell a word. If spelled correctly, the player stays in the game. Spelled incorrectly, and they are eliminated from the game. With the air filled with competitive tension, the word warriors take the stage. And after the lineups are introduced, the kickoff to the 2026 CNMI statewide Spelling Bee.
Here we go. Speller number 1, are you ready? All right, let's go, baby. We're starting with word 51. Speller number 1, your word is far away.
Can I have the definition, please?
The definition is distant in space.
Far away. F-A-R-A-W-A-Y. Far away.
Correct.
And far away in a village called Garapan, at Johnny's Bar, at VFW, at the Marianas Beach Resort, a goodly representation of Saipan is interested in either one of these two teams.
Patriots, Patriots. Seahawks, Seahawks.
And at Godfather's Bar and Grill, I'm here in the middle of the Super Bowl at Godfather's Bar in Garapan, and I keep asking people, what does the Super Bowl mean to the people of the CNMI? And nobody seems to want to answer me. I think what it is just a national holiday and an excuse to, what's it called, morning drink. Or maybe it's just natural human behavior for people of all ages to watch a ball move around. But while many are watching a ball move around, some have dropped the ball and have been eliminated from the spelling bee. Mark Hernandez.
Please have that in a sentence, please.
Jerry hyperventilated when he got off the roller coaster.
Foresee.
Foresee.
Foreseeable.
F-O-R-E-C-able.
May I have a definition? I missed the E.
You missed that E? I would miss that E too. Well, it is foreseeable that not everyone can win a statewide spelling competition. Mistakes are foreseeable. It's how you deal with your mistakes that's important. Because it's Super Bowl Sunday, are you going to start drinking?
Soda.
It is wise to be humble in victory because you are sure to be humbled in defeat.
Dramatic. T-R-A-U-M-A-T-I-C. Dramatic.
Correct.
Just kind of wanted to check on Charlotte, make sure that she was okay. Seems like she's doing very well.
The Patriots, however, were not doing very well. The game could be described as
Onslaught. O-N-S-L-A-U-G-H-T. Onslaught.
Correct.
Hello, CNMI. This is Dan Shore for KSPN2 News. I am standing here outside of the Multipurpose Center where inside a sporting event is taking place. At this sporting event, there is no gambling. There is no day drinking. But there is competition and people do want to win. But it's more important than winning. It's about celebrating the fact that you actually arrived here, that you've achieved something, that you have won your personal spelling bee at your own school, and you're here representing your classmates, and you are here today representing your classmates and your family, and you want to do well. But just being here is doing well. This is Dan Shore, KSPN2.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week. You push hard, you move fast, and you want real healthy food that moves with you. At the Gold's Gym Shake Cafe, your fuel is ready when you are. Packed with protein, vitamins, and real fruit, these smoothies keep you strong, satisfied, and unstoppable. Perfect for a quick on-the-go lunch, dinner, or snack. No membership required. Power your day your way at the Shake Cafe inside Gold's Gym Saipan.
Here's the weather. Tonight is offering only a 20% chance of isolated rainfall, east breezes of up to 15 miles per hour, and low temperatures of around 77 degrees. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will also have but a 20% chance of showers with high temperatures of around 86 degrees, cooling to 77 degrees in the evening hours. The sun has set at 6:19 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:43 a.m. Just in time to recover from Super Bowl Monday and you DECIDE not to drink a Bloody Mary on a workday, even though you are DEHYDRATED, and you decide to drink H2O instead. Well done. And I will see you in the H2O or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
Have a nice spell. We will see you again on Wednesday.